What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Steve from Pltr Gang Investments, and in today's video we ended off the week on a strong note. We finally broke that 4-week losing streak on the indexes. We was up 503. Palantir made it back to 91 for now, and we're gonna talk about all the positions and what we did today. So first, with the Palantir position, like I said at the time of this recording, we had 91.21. Trump actually said he's open with the reciprocal tariff, so people thinking he might calm down a little bit. So that helped the market break out a little bit towards the middle of the day. So our Palantir call, we was testing the waters on this, up 5%. Our leap's about flat, and our old calls, they got spanked, they just still here, but the calls that's in action, they holding up well for now. We're at almost 96 shares of Palantir. We've been buying a lot of dip during the sell-off, and up or down, we're going to continue doing that. We got a QQQ call. I actually did day trade a call today, earlier today, made 40%. So this one right here is supposed to be a runner. So we're going to see what happens on Monday with that. Soundhound call is still down, and it's interesting, even though the Palantir calls bounced back, Soundhound hasn't bounced back yet, so that makes me think we're not all the way out the water yet, like I was saying. Still got Tesla, they trying to bounce back at 250, still got a lot of room to recover, you know what I'm saying? SPY's still down, Vistra and Walmart are still down, Amazon, Google, Robinhood down. I'm still down on all these. I'm going to be adding to all these, but they all had good bounce back days. Nvidia, they did all right today. I think I got to go check it when we check the chart. Meta, still down on Meta. IBM, flat on IBM. IBIT still down. So, I don't know if this is the bottom yet, but we actually have had, quite a sustained little rally since the lows about a week ago. So, we're going to see what goes on with that. And I'm going to pull up some of these stocks. Yeah, so we had the QQQ actually ended up going green at the end of the day, 0.33%. SPY was 0.27 down. Palantir was up 4%. Tesla was up 5%. Soundhound did 2. Supermicro did 7.8. Apple did 1.95. Archer was up 5. So, like I was saying, a lot of indexes, bounced back today. They did pretty decent today. Bitcoin's at 84 at the time of this recording. Salesforce is flat still. Fubo was up today. Yeah, there's a lot of things up today. So, let me look at some of these charts, see what that means. Let's look at this daily. Okay, so on the QQQ, we're not out the water yet. We're still hitting this EMA. So from a technical point of view, I'm not done yet. But we might really start bouncing if Trump does soften his stance on tariffs. That would definitely be a factor that could lead to the market to bounce. But as far as raw technicals, I would say we're still in this range. I wouldn't say we're breaking out or found the bottom yet. We're just still in this range. We've been in for, almost a week now. So I got to see how that breaks out. Basically, we got to look at the macro. It's all about what Trump says. If Trump calms down, market goes up. If things get worse, market goes down. So that's where we at with that. Let's look at Palantir. Yeah, Palantir is holding it down, actually. They broke both their MEs. They're changing character, and that should cause a small fair value gap on Monday, if I'm not mistaken. So if that's the case, it was like I said earlier on one of the other videos, we made it up here. The real battle begins. Can we make it through this 91 through 100 fair value gap right here? It wasn't the first fair value gap, but this one definitely applied pressure to us on the other side. Got a level here at 92, so I want to see, can we break that? We need to hold above that, and I want to see, can we invert that fair value gap? If we can invert that fair value back and go back to 100, might be back in business. So, last but not least, let's look at Tesla. So with Tesla, still not out these waters yet. Still not out these waters yet. They're range bound in a much uglier range, as a matter of fact. From a trading point of view, I wouldn't necessarily touch this with a 10-foot pole. I'm definitely in investment mode with Tesla. Elon did have a meeting, an all hands-on meeting they call it, where he gave some updates, because you know them shareholders starting to get a little fed up, man. But I believe in Elon, man. It's definitely a test. From a technical point of view, we ranging out. If the macro gets good, it can go up. Same basic situation. For bullishness, I would at least need them to break this previous week's high here. If I can, I don't know why they're not letting me pull up my levels. Let's see. We at least it's 253, 252.96 area. I would need them to at least break that for some bullish action. But you know, it was an interesting week. You know, we had a lot of range bound. We weren't able to do as many trades this week because of the way it was ranging. We did a few trades, bought a few shares this week, but we didn't go that crazy. But I'm thinking next week we might begin a tradable bottom. This might be the final straw. So I'm going to see, unless we have a major down day like 2-3%, 1.5, 1.8%, Monday might be the day where I'm going to be looking to add calls on the pullback again finally. Might start with like leaps, 12 months or less, maybe not 12 months or more. I'll decide. But I'm going to be giving y'all some more videos this weekend. I'm working on doing some reaction videos for you guys. And it's your boy Steve from Pltr Gang Investments. I appreciate everyone who tunes in, watches these videos up or down. You know I don't video edit much. I just show the positions, and I appreciate everybody for showing me support. And it's your boy Steve from Pltr Gang Investments. This was YOLO Update 100, so we've been here for a minute. Since Palantir was probably in the 20s. I've been doing this channel. I've been buying it since 8. So, you know, I appreciate everybody for rocking with me, and I'm going to see y'all in the next video.